You're not gonna believe what tragedy occurred when we looked for more of the eggs. Oh my goodness, guys, take a look. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are having an amazing day so far. So guys, in today's video, it is very sad to find out what happened to more sun conure eggs. Now guys, if you've been subscribed to the channel, you know about a couple weeks ago, we found an egg at the bottom of their enclosure. Now there is more in their nest box, but you're not gonna believe what tragedy occurred when we looked for more of the eggs. Now I'm not gonna spoil it and I'm not gonna tell you what happened, so you're gonna have to stick along and find out. But before we hop into today's video and head over to collect the eggs, we're gonna go around and feed all the birds. Now before we hop into today's video, here's a word from today's sponsor. Are you looking for a way to eat well and save money? Well, thanks to HelloFresh, you can do just that. By delivering fresh ingredients straight to your door, you'll avoid additional grocery store trips and lengthy checkout lines and spend more time doing what you love with delicious chef-crafted recipes. With HelloFresh, you'll find recipes that appeal to every taste bud, from calorie smart or carb smart to veggie and family friendly. Even the pickiest eaters will enjoy them. So in my food order I received from HelloFresh today, we have instructions on how to cook each and every meal that was sent to me. So the first one we have right here is the balsamic tomato and herb chicken. Now this is the final product. Right over here it gives the ingredients and how much you are going to need to cook this delicious meal. And on the back right here it shows step-by-step instructions on how to cook this meal. So we have the first one, we have the second one, which is the hoisin glazed pork tenderloin, and last but not least the caramelized onion meatloaf sandwiches. Now guys, these look absolutely amazing and very, very tasty. So let's go ahead and open up our HelloFresh box today. Oh my goodness. So first off, we have the pork tenderloins. Now it comes in this meat package. So we have 2 pork tenderloins. We have chicken cutlet right here. We also have a ground beef package. And then we have our ingredients. So these are the ingredients that we are gonna be cooking with our meat right here. Now I'm honestly so excited to try these meals out because not only do they look absolutely amazing, but with such a busy schedule working with my animals all day long, I'll never have to worry about meal planning or prepping. So the meal that we are gonna be cooking today is the hoisin glazed pork tenderloin. So let's go ahead and get everything ready. We have everything set up. We got our pan that we are gonna be adding our scallions in. We are cooking our rice in here that we're gonna have to continue to stir. We have our meat prepared to go into our pan once our scallions are nice and cooked. We have our pan once our pork is ready to go into the oven. And of course we have our green beans and our hoisin sauce. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab a handful of the scallions like so and go ahead and pour them into this pan. Grab the last that is left. There we have it. Now we must cook this until this is softened. So as we let our rice and our scallions sit in there and cook a little bit more, we are ready to sear our pork right here. So all we're gonna do is take it with a fork right here. We already have it seasoned, and we're gonna go ahead and put it in our pan like so. Now we're gonna wanna sear this for about 4 to 8 minutes. Make sure it's brown all over, and then we're ready to put it in the oven. So we have the second pork on here. We also got the green beans. We toss in olive oil, put salt and pepper. Now this is ready to bake in the oven. Our food has been cooking in the oven for about 10 minutes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put our glove on, open up our oven, and take our hoisin sauce. Now we're not gonna pour all of it, but we are gonna pour some of it. So we're just gonna go ahead, drizzle it on our pork. Now that we have it nice and drizzled, we're gonna go ahead and put it back in our oven to let it cook for a little bit longer. So we are done making our meal. Now it is time to reveal it in 3, 2, and look at that, guys. It looks exactly like the pictures. It looks absolutely amazing. Now the only thing left to do is to give it a try. So the first thing I'm gonna try is the pork right here. Wow, guys, that is some amazing high quality food. Now guys, don't hesitate. If you want fresh tasting quality food, we'll go to HelloFresh.com and use code HFETTER65 to get 65% off plus free shipping. Now guys, before we get to feeding all of the birds on the property, we are gonna say hello. So here we have the macaws. Hello, good morning. Now this one is not that friendly. He gets very territorial of his cage, but he is just a sweetheart. He loves to talk, he loves to scream. You wanna say hello? Oh, Okay, whoa, that was a little close, buddy. So we have one macaw here. Now this one right here is the one that I rescued about, I think, a year and a half to even 2 years ago. He was completely featherless, and look how amazing he's doing. But you can see he's just completely avoiding us and trying to go on the opposite side of the enclosure. But before we're able to feed the birds, we're going to be changing all of their waters, making sure they are spick and span and nice and clean. So we'll be back with you in a minute. We're going to say hi to the other birdies. Now here we have Charlie, our cockatoo, and oh my goodness, did you hear us say your name? Come here. Now this has to be my favorite bird on the property. He is an absolute sweetheart. He just wants attention all the time. Come here, Charlie. We want to pet you and give you love. Can you come here, Charlie? Look, he's making his way. Oh my goodness. Come here, little buddy. Hi, Charlie. You just want love. So you can see he actually tries to get on your hand while you put it in his enclosure. And oh my goodness, are you just putting your entire belly on me? Oh my goodness, look at this pretty boy. Hi, Charlie. Now the next bird enclosure we have here is the 2 Amazons. Now just look how beautiful. Look how beautiful you are. You are so gorgeous. Now these guys are pretty quiet in the day, but during the evening time, you will not believe how these 2 little birds sound. I mean, it literally sounds like they're speaking gibberish. It's absolutely hilarious. And you are just one gorgeous birdie. Hi, little one. Hi, are you curious? You want me to give you pets in the job? Hi, come here too. We want to talk to you. Last but not least, we have the noisy sun conures right here. Now we have about 4 sun conures here. So we're going to step away for a second. They calm down just a little bit. But this is where the eggs are. So we have the eggs in this nest box right here. You can see as soon as we walk over to the nest box, they get very, very defensive. And these guys are some rowdy birds. Now since you got a proper introduction of all the birds on the property, it is time to feed everyone. We have everything prepped in the feed room. We got all of our bowls ready. We have the macaw bowl, the cockatoo bowl, the Amazon bowl, and of course the sun conure bowl. We have the parrot food right here that we're going to be adding in first, and then we're going to be adding some yummy grapes, some sweet potato, and some butternut squash. And then after that's all done, we're going to be adding some probiotics for our healthy and growing birds. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our bird seed right here and just pour it on in. Alright, and that looks about good for the macaws because we're going to be adding the fruits and veggies on top. Now time for the cockatoo. Alright, we're going. And that is perfect. Add to this bowl. And there we have it. And the last and final bowl. Okay, we're going. And there we have it. We have added all of our parrot food into our bowls, and now it is time to chop the fruits and veggies. So we got all of our fruits and veggies out. We got our sweet potato, butternut squash, and grapes. So all we're gonna do is, and we got all of our fruits and veggies mashed up. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start adding it to the bowl. So right here I cut up a little smaller pieces for the sun conures. So we're just gonna grab this handful right here, go ahead and put it in their bowl. Okay, there we have it. We're gonna grab a good handful for the macaws. All right. Okay, that's perfect. We're gonna do the same with the butternut squash, and we're just gonna add a couple grapes right here. And there we have it. Now we're gonna do the same exact thing to all of the bowls. So guys, once we have all the bowls nice and ready, I'll be back with you all to put the probiotics. And we are finally done with our bowls. They look absolutely amazing. I mean, look how yummy these bowls look. I mean, I would literally take a bite out of these bowls, but they're the bird bowls. And here is the last and final touch. So here we have the probiotics. Now the reason that we add the probiotics is so that we have strong bones on our birds and that their gut is nice and healthy. So what we're gonna do right now, sprinkle a little bit on our fruit. Okay, so that is about good. We don't want about too much. We're gonna do the same to this bowl. There we go. We're gonna sprinkle this little bowl. Okay, and the last and final bowl right here. All right, and there we have it. We got our probiotics on all of our fruits and veggies, and now the only thing left to do is to feed our parrots. We have our first bowl going in 3, 2, and here you go, guys. So you can see the macaws are making their way on over. We want to make sure we close their enclosure on up. And oh my goodness, he spotted a fruits and veggies. Oh, whoa, buddy. There's no reason to be that not nice. I literally just made that for you. It's really tasty, see? I don't lie. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Okay, we'll leave you alone. We have Charlie's bowl going in 3, 2, and here we go, Charlie. You want to come and eat the yummy food? I promise you, it's really good. So we're gonna lock his enclosure on up. Your food is in there, Charlie. I promise you, it's really, really good. So you can see Charlie is a little bit food shy. He doesn't want to eat in front of us, so we'll let him eat on his own. And now we're gonna head to the next bird enclosure. And in we go. Here you have it, guys. Oh my goodness. So we have the first Amazon spotting of food. Are you gonna take a bite out of it? It's really good. Oh my goodness, here he goes, guys. So he's gonna take a bite in 3, 2, and... Oh, that is so tasty. So you can see he immediately went for the grapes. You can see he's talking up a storm right here. Yeah, tell everyone how yummy it is. Yeah. We have our last and final bowl going in 3, 2, and all right. You can see the sun conures have completely swarmed this food right here. You can see they are going at it. They are just chowing it down, and it is so tasty for you guys. All right, now that we have successfully fed all the birds, they are happy, they are healthy. It is time to hop straight into today's video. We have the container, we have the perlite. Now this perlite is actually gonna keep these eggs in place and is not gonna allow them to move around. So we're just gonna put our container in here, take a big old scoop, all right. Now you can see we have a lot, so we want to empty some out like so because we don't want our eggs to by accidentally fall out. And I'm thinking that's good. We've filled it about halfway. The eggs will be nice and secure in here. Now guys, the only thing left to do is to head to the enclosure and collect the eggs. So here we have the enclosure right here. We have our 4 little conures. So I gave them a treat right here because these guys get pretty rowdy and pretty loud. So this is gonna keep them distracted because they actually get very defensive of their nest box. Now of course, these little babies get defensive. They wanna protect their eggs. But guys, the best thing you can do is we incubate them. We're gonna have little babies soon. Whoa! So you can see as soon as we make it over towards the nest box, they completely migrate over here. They are very territorial, but you can see we have a bar right here, so they're not able to get in there and attack us. So if you come on this side right here, you can see we have 1 latch of the enclosure, and this is the nest box right here. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna open it on up, and all we're gonna do is open the nest box on in, and oh my goodness, guys, take a look. Oh no, guys. Do you see this? So, look what happened, guys. Now, this is the sad reality of having animals. Now, this is possibly what could happen. There could be good eggs and there could be bad eggs. And look what unfortunately happened to this egg. Now, they probably all stepped on it or they probably broke it open. But this egg is completely dried up. There are feathers in the inside. And unfortunately, this baby didn't make it. So we're just going to go ahead, put this little baby right here. All right, guys. But there's 1 good egg, guys. Oh my goodness, now this is really, really good news. So we have 1 good egg right here. You can see it's literally covered in bird poop and a bunch of feathers right here. We're just gonna make a little crevice right here and put this little egg on in. Now guys, unfortunately 1 of the eggs didn't make it, but that is a great sign that we have 1 egg that did. So now cross our fingers that this egg is fertilized. In about 3 to 4 weeks, we will have a baby sun conure egg. Now it still really saddens me that this egg didn't make it, and he was the unfortunate one out of the 2. But what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go ahead, close their nest box on in, lock their enclosure, and now guys, we're gonna head home and incubate our new egg. We have made it back to my house. We are in my garage. We have our incubator right here, and we also have our egg. Now, we brought the good egg, and we also brought the bad egg. Now, you guys, you know the drill. We got the incubator set up. Now, the only thing we gotta do is to take the top off. Now, if you look at this little contraption right here, now, this is actually the temperature probe that will read the humidity, read the temperature in the incubator, and this little machine right here is actually what heats the whole incubator up. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna put the top to the side. We have the wire to connect our incubator. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna plug our incubator on in, and now if you see there's little grates in the inside. Now what we do is we take a cup of water and you are just gonna pour the water in the grates like so. Now the reason we're doing this is this actually keeps the humidity high. So we're just gonna keep pouring the water in each little grate until it's nice and filled up. So we've got our water in here. You can see it's glistening on the light. So the only thing left to do is to take the top of our incubator. We're gonna go ahead and put it back on. Make sure it's nice and even. There we have it. Now this is actually where we're gonna be reading the temperature, reading the humidity. Now with sun conure eggs, the temperature needs to be between 95 and 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Now thankfully that this incubator stays around 95 to 100 degrees. And we need to maintain the humidity around 30 to 50%. So now the only thing left to do is to take our cord and we are gonna plug it in 3, 2, and there we have it. We have our incubator on. Now right now it says 73.5 degrees in there and it says 50 for humidity. Now since we just turned it on, we must give it about 10 to 15 minutes before we can actually add our eggs, because we don't want to put our egg that's possibly fertile in an incubator that continues to fluctuate and the temperature is going up. So we want to make sure it's the perfect temperature, the perfect humidity. So guys, I'll be back with you all once we add the egg in the incubator. And we've got the incubator exactly where we want it to be. The temperature is perfect, the humidity is perfect. Now the only thing left to do is to add our sun conure egg in. So what we're gonna do right now is we're actually going to slide the incubator on open. Now I don't like to open it up all the way just because we don't want to release all of the heat. Now I might need to open it up just a tad bit more. All right, now it is time to add our egg inside. So we're just gonna go ahead, pick this beautiful egg on up, go on ahead, and we're just gonna slide it on in. All right, we're just gonna go ahead, put it right there. And there we have it. We're just gonna close this on up so our egg can start incubating. And oh my goodness, guys, we have our egg in here. Our egg has started to incubate, and hopefully in about 3 to 4 weeks, we have a baby hatching out of our egg. Now what we are gonna need to be doing is we are gonna need to be constantly turning our egg. Now guys, if you're like, what the heck am I talking about? Well, you must turn eggs when they are in the incubator. Now some eggs you do turn for some animals and some you don't, but the reason that we have to turn this egg, we have to turn duck eggs, chick eggs, anything like that, is because by turning the egg constantly throughout the day, it allows the baby to properly grow inside. And if we don't turn the egg, well, that is when disaster will occur. And what will happen is that the yolk will get actually stuck on the top of the egg, basically cooked to the shell, and then we will have a bad egg. Now we have to be constantly checking the temperature, making sure the temperature does not rise, because if the temperature does rise, then we will have a cooked egg. So we have to make sure that our incubator is perfect, our humidity is perfect, and we have a happy and healthy egg. Now in about a couple days, we're actually gonna candle the egg, which means we're gonna stick a light under it in the dark to see if we have any veins inside. And if we have veins inside, then we know we are doing something right. We have a growing baby inside. So guys, that is going to end today's video. If you all enjoyed today's video, getting the eggs out of the nest, unfortunately, we did have one that did not make it. But guys, give this video a big thumbs up. And guys, comment down below if you think something is living in our egg. Now guys, if you want to see if this egg hatches, well, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel, the link down below.